You know what we forget to talk about sometimes? We've got a webcam in the kitchen. See that right over there? So our folks who are watching the Hampton Roadshow online, they can keep an eye on the kitchen the whole time. Even when we move on to other things in the studio, they can keep an eye on what's happening in the kitchen. And of course, we've got John Mizell on our roving camera. Thank you for getting that shot of the webcam for us. And we've got our camera overhead so people can see what you're doing here today as we say welcome back once again.
Thank you.
What are we making today?
We're going to do 2 items today. We're going to do the mango salsa that we did last week, but I'm going to add tuna with it. Then I'll let it cool down and I'll present it in a seashell.
Okay.
And then we're going to go with scallops baked in the oven with a Monterey sauce that you're going to see, and they'll be presented on the shells.
I saw that you had this stuff over
it's
here.
really it's a nice seafood presentation.
And look at this, John. Look at that. The not that I'm the boss of you or anything, but this beautiful Easter bread.
Yeah, it's Easter bread. It's known in Italy. It's a bonding for the husband and wife since Easter is a very special day. You go to church, you come back, husband and wife will sit down, and they'll each break the bread and have an espresso and each have egg and bread for breakfast in the morning. Now, of course, if you get a loaf and there's 3 eggs, then you and your wife have to talk. Because somebody's got a friend coming over later. I don't know who, but could be, but that's what they're for.
All right, so far we're looking around. Every loaf has
Everyone's got 2, so
nice even number.
So what we got is we got the scallions, we got the cucumbers, the red pepper, the mango, the red onion, salt and pepper, jalapenos, a little bit of cayenne, cumin, and the fresh lime that I'll put in.
Okay.
And we'll just get all that going. Then I'll hit it with the vodka at the end.
Now, forgive me, but I don't remember. What did we put it on last time when you made it?
Oh, that's a good question. We cooked
all right, who cares? It doesn't matter. Today we're going to put it on tuna. And you're, again, cooking with the vodka. And that Cirrus vodka comes right from...
right from Richmond. It's a distilled vodka. A lot of people don't realize it. It's coming right from here.
Okay.
So that's really nice. It's going to be a lot popular than some of the regular vodkas that you'll see. Don't
pay that high price for imported stuff, right? Stay local. You're not agreeing with me?
Well, you can if you drink a lot, but...
I think it was salmon last time that you made and put this on.
Yes.
Okay, today we're going to do tuna.
I think somebody just whispered in your ear, salmon, salmon, salmon.
Well, I do have a very convenient little earpiece that my producer tells me all kinds of things like stop talking, we're out of time.
Move on to something else.
That's right.
Jalapenos are going in.
Hey, what's the last thing that happened to you that made you feel, I won't say old, because it's not about feeling old, but that just made you realize that what you thought was 2 years ago was more like 10 years ago? Ever have something like that?
Yeah, when I joined the Marine Corps and I was a private stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. And then as I retired as a sergeant major, stationed again at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, 28 years later. And I don't know where it went, so it just, and then when I was a sergeant major, I always used to, well, when I first went in boot camp and you went to DI school and stuff and recruit training, my job was to sweep out the drill instructor's office every morning and empty the trash. So I kept that memory, and when I got older, matured, put that way, and I became a sergeant major, I would sweep out my office and empty my own trash. So you see how far I got after 28 years, so it was just something that you think of, but it just goes by too fast.
It does go by fast.
Yes.
That's for sure.
And we'll put the cayenne in just because last time you said there was a little bit of a bite, but not that much, so, and a little bit of cumin.
Well, you can't go based off of me because everybody knows I'm wimpy when it comes to really spicy food around here, so what's going to be normal for the masses is not going to be normal for me, which is the story of my life.
And please don't forget Easter's coming up. It's around the corner. And
how could you?
By Wednesday, I'd probably say Wednesday or Thursday we'll be sold out. So
for your Easter brunch?
For Easter brunch. So if you want to get there and get in there.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Wednesday. So Wednesday or Thursday we should be sold out. And we're having a terrific meal. The breads will be shown there, of course. And if you can sample one maybe later on. This will let simmer.
Okay.
Once I get this going, then I'll go ahead and saute the tuna just a little bit. Now, with this order, you can go ahead and have it as sashimi if you want, an Asian dish where the tuna is just raw and you mix it in, or you can cook it. I prefer to cook it because a lot of people don't like that much of raw food.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll be back in just a minute right now. Easter feast in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen. Chef Robert Cillizza from City Dock Restaurant at the Norfolk Sheraton is back today to make the Mornay Scallops and Seashell Sushi Tuna. Although you cooked yours, but you said this could be a sushi recipe if you're into that.
Yes.
Okay, so we're moving on to our second thing now.
Our second thing, which is the scallops. And what I've got is the Gruyere cheese, egg yolks, flour, a little bit of butter, of course milk, and then nutmeg. If you haven't ever cooked with nutmeg, try it with Alfredo sauce. It's a whole different world.
Really? See, people
Just
think of that
sprinkle
as like
just
a
little bit
pumpkin
in.
pie spice or something.
Yep. And over
right.
here we have the scallops ready to go in the oven. And if you go ahead and just baste them with the butter that I've melted, and then we'll
Yes.
put them in the oven to get them started. And I'll
These
go
are
ahead-
pretty big. Are these
Those are
these
what they call
giant
U-tins, yes.
U-tins? Okay. All right. So just a little butter on each one.
Yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm making like a roux to get everything started, and you just want to go ahead and get that mixed just enough so it doesn't change color, but it thickens.
Right.
And then you'll take it off, and you go ahead and put your 2 cups of milk in.
And this is going to be a sauce for the scallops
Sauce
after
for
they're
the
done.
scallops after I take them out. I'm going to par cook them that way, and then go ahead and finish them with the sauce on top.
Okay.
And you want to just go ahead and bring that, to a simmer. And as that's going, then we'll go ahead and add our cheese, and then we'll take it off the stove, add the nutmeg and the egg yolk, whip it again, and then we'll put it back in the oven for finishing. It's a nice presentation to eat it right off the shell.
Yeah.
And of course, that's how scallops come. That's the way you get them in the ocean, in the shell like that, and they have to take them apart. But it's a real nice flavor. It's really something good to eat.
All righty. I know that Chef Robert is telling us what he's doing, giving us a lot of instructions, and maybe you are also basting scallops and only half listening to him. Or maybe you're getting your child dressed to go outside. But either way, we're going to put all of the ingredients and the how-to at our website, thehamptonroadshow.com, so you can go back later and see how we're doing. All right. Okay, the gang's all here in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen. Josh Haugh, who's the food and beverage director for the City Dock restaurant at the Norfolk Sheraton Waterside, is making Bloody Marys for us today.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to have you stand by for just 1 second. Where are we with our recipes?
I just wanted to show you how the sauce is supposed to be when it comes out. That's the thickness.
Wow.
And that's what I did. After I had finished it, I put the cheese in, took it off the stove, put the egg yolks in, mixed it back, and then let it sit. And the actual heat cooked those eggs.
All right.
And then, of course, the tuna now is mixed with the sauce. The scallops are in the oven, getting brown now with the sauce
You
on
put a
them.
little sauce on there. 'Cause
On top.
They first went in with just a little bit of butter.
Just a little bit of butter.
All
And then it'll be about maybe 8 minutes, they'll be complete, ready to go.
So when you make this recipe at home later, when you try to follow the recipe at thehamptonroadshow.com, remember there's an order to things.
Yes.
Steps you have to do in order.
Never skip a step.
Okay. All
Unless
right.
you're dancing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I look forward to trying it all. But I want to see how you played it, too.
Okay.
Seashells. All right. It's Bloody Mary time. I saw you over here
It
busy
is.
stuffing olives.
It is. We're going to do a martini and a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
And one of my favorite Bloody Marys is made with Cirrus vodka, going green, of course, but being that Cirrus is Virginia's only distilled spirit in this state. There's other Virginia, quote, liquors, but they're actually not distilled in Virginia.
Okay.
So
Good to
Cirrus
know.
is the only one distilled in Virginia, right in Richmond. It's triple distilled potato vodka, very smooth product, excellent, and we feature it at the City Dock, too.
Okay.
And to make my favorite Bloody Mary is a couple ounces of Cirrus, some regular tomato juice, but I also add Clamato juice.
Okay.
Some people call this a Bloody Caesar. It's actually very popular up north in Canada, but I think it's appropriate here too, being on the water. A
Yeah.
little bit of clam juice,
Why not?
clam tomato juice in there. We also have some Worcestershire sauce. And why don't you add some horseradish there for me?
Okay. I'm glad that you trusted that I would know which one to pick up. So how much? Like that much? I don't, too much? I don't
you
make
go.
Bloody Marys. Well, you put in a lot
Depends
of
what you
Worcestershire.
like.
Okay. So like that much?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
With the Tabasco, a little bit of black pepper, and as you can see here, I've also rimmed the glass with celery salt.
Oh, okay.
Nice little thing. If you want to give that a good shake,
I will.
gotta shake it well.
Now, can you buy blue cheese stuffed olives, or
You
you
can.
make them yourself?
No, you can. You can find them in the gourmet section of grocery stores. They're pretty expensive, though. I think it's a lot more cost-effective to actually just go out and buy your own blue cheese and
do
jumbo
it.
queen olives.
Can I be done?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
And then with that, you
Well, it's feeling very cold at the top, so I'm going to blend it.
just want to pop the top off there and throw it all in your glass.
Perfect.
And then garnish is up to you, really, whatever you like. I like celery. You can also do shrimp. And you can do blue cheese stuffed olives.
You can do it all. Look at that. How festive. Oh, it's sinking. Okay. Like that. Like that?
Exactly.
You wouldn't do it like that. That's all right.
And the blue cheese stuffed olives work great in the martini also.
Okay, what's the martini that you're making?
You just put a couple ounces of the Cirrus again.
Are you watching this?
Yeah, I'm watching my food better.
Oh, okay.
Dry vermouth, and this is a classic. You don't need a lot of dry vermouth, just a half ounce.
Tell me if you need some horseradish.
I don't think I got enough vodka in there.
Who's
Just in case we have to,
driving?
just in case we have to share with the audience over there. We've got a big audience today, so give that a good shake. And then my favorite, of course, is, like I said, add the blue cheese stuffed olives to the martinis.
I can do that. This is kind of fun.
It's easy, right?
It is.
As opposed to buying a $6 jar of pre-stuffed olives.
It's wicked easy. That's why I'm making this face.
And you can impress the people at your home, too, when you entertain. Be
Yes.
like, wow, blue cheese stuffed olives.
Right. Nothing but the best for our guests, right? All right,
Exactly.
so we'll throw these on the little sword then. All right, we'll get the extra off and wrap things up. When we come back, we'll give it a try. Thanks very much, Josh.
Yeah,
We'll put the drink
you're
recipes
welcome.
online too, like